Well, first we have to know that 1,000 years to us is just a day for God. Psalms 90, for 1,000 years in your sight are like yesterday when it passes by, or as a watch in the night. 2 Peter 3, but do not let this one fact escape your notice, beloved, that with the Lord 1 day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like 1 day. The Lord is not slow about his promise, as some count slowness, but is patient toward you, not wishing for any to perish, but for all to come to repentance. Now let me take you all the way back to Hosea 6. Come, let us return to the Lord, for he has torn us, but he will heal us. He has wounded us, but he will bandage us. He will revive us after 2 days. He will raise us up on the 3rd day, that we may live before him. What happened with the Israelites? They were scattered. They were spread out throughout the world because of the disobedience, right? Okay, let's jump to Zechariah 13. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man, my associate, declares the Lord of hosts. Strike the shepherd, that the sheep may be scattered, and I will turn my hand against the little ones. Mark 14, Jesus is quoting Zechariah. And Jesus said to them, you will all fall away, because it is written, I will strike down the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. Jesus, we know, is the shepherd. All right? After Jesus was struck, he was crucified, the sheep were scattered. 40 years after the crucifixion, 70 AD, Israel was attacked and the Second Temple was destroyed. It was demolished. And the sheep were scattered. All right? So that's why when we go back here to Hosea 6, he talks about he has wounded us, but he will bandage us. He will bandage us. He will revive us after 2 days. What happened on the 2nd day after the crucifixion? Because the crucifixion occurred, there's 2 possible days that the crucifixion occurred. Either 30 AD or 33 AD. We know it's one of those 2 possible dates. All right. So, May 14, 1948, Israel was born as a nation again. It happened in one single day, just like Isaiah 66 prophesies. Can a nation be born in 1 day? That's exactly what happened. So the children of Israel were revived on the 2nd day. So assuming the crucifixion occurred in 30 AD, the first day we have was 1,000 years after the crucifixion. The 2nd day, ending 2030 AD, that's if the crucifixion occurred in 30 AD. If it occurred in 33 AD, then the 2nd day would end at 2033. But on the 2nd day, 1948 is within the 2nd day, Israel was revived as a nation. Okay? 2030 or 2033 is the end of the 2nd day and the beginning of the 3rd day. Let's go back over here to Hosea 6. He will raise us up on the 3rd day, that we may live before him. When Jesus returns, how long is he going to reign on earth for? 1,000 years. How long is a day for God? It's 1,000 years. So this 3rd day is the millennial reign when Jesus returns to earth. From Adam to Abraham is 1,948. Israel was reborn as a nation in 1948. All right, so not only is 2030 or 2033 the beginning of the 3rd day, it's also the beginning of the 7th day of creation, the 7th 1,000 year of creation. God made the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day, he rested, declared it a sabbatical. So, from Adam to Jesus is 4,000 years. From Jesus to either 2030, 2033 is 2,000 years, marking the end of 6,000 years, the sixth day, and beginning the seventh day, the year of rest, the day of rest, 1,000 years.